Hello everyone, doing another duel with the jar. I keep choosing paper for rock, paper, scissors, and I keep going first. I'm getting pretty lucky in those regards. Opening up with links, although no Ygopro sadly. But I'm gonna go ahead and set this kind of as a bluff, and then hopefully if he does try to attack with something, I can just mirror force it. I would like to draw a card at this point. Cool, looks like I'm gonna be going up against a cyber deck. Ooh, he's gonna be able to get out, yeah, he's going to be able to get out the Twin Dragon right now. Usually this would do a lot of damage, but because I have the Mirror Force, unless he has a Lance or something, it'll have been 2 for 1. Yep, too bad for him, he didn't have any way to protect it. Okay, so he doesn't have any back row. I think Cyber decks do that, and sadly drawing another Abyss Scorn, but that's more or less fine. I'm going to go ahead and set the other Marshmallow. Cyber decks, the new ones especially, they're very intense on summoning big fusions and spamming cyber dragons and such. So he's probably going to attack over Link sadly, but then he won't be able to get over Marshmallow unless he has something else to use against it. Or he could just... okay, I'm getting kind of lucky here. Usually they would have something else to attack with, but in this situation he does not. And I'm not going to attack that. I would I could attack it. I could also tribute Marshmallow, target Abyss Scorn. I'm gonna do that. I want to start drawing more cards. Hopefully I can draw something to protect, and I don't want him getting this thing's effect because I can't attack with it this turn anyways. So he'll get a draw, but he won't get to banish. Okay, sadly not drawing... yeah, not drawing any more stall cards. This does kind of happen occasionally, but as you can see, Lynx is already drawn. I think that was the 5th card. No, that was the 4th card because I activated it during my turn. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it just drew its 4th card, so it's already done its work. It's already done everything I needed to do. And as soon as these both go to the grave, that's already 3 targets for a duplicity. Okay, so now he's able to go off, and I'm glad I drew into Fiendish Chain. This is going to be a very invaluable card for when he gets out his beaters, especially the XYZ. So he'll get over the links, finally, nothing I can do about that. But again, it's already drawn so many cards that it's done exactly what I needed to do, especially because I haven't had to use anything significant to protect it like a Waboku. All I had to use was a Mirror Force, and that ended up going 1 for 2, so that's really good for me. Now, I'm not going to be using Duplicity. I wouldn't have a target for Crane that way. Especially when I Duplicity, I like to have Karaz or Crane in the grave. So, now I'll be able to have both in the grave when I Duplicity, and that's going to be a big bad Duplicity. Okay, this is 1500. At this point he has no set cards, no banish cards. I'm going to go ahead... no, what should I make? I don't need to go into the other Karaz yet, so I'm going to use Engineer. And this way I can stall out if he summons something really big. And I don't know if he has an Honest or something, but I'm going to attack with Karaz first because that's like the typical safe route to go in case they have a Gores. You want to do damage with your bigger monster. Ooh, he did have the Honest. This is the card I want to save though. So that's fine. This was, the Karaz was more sacrificial than this was. So that's not the right term. Expendable. Yeah, Karaz was expendable. This wasn't. I do want this for stalls, or for stalling. Let's see, this one adds a Cyber card. Do I care? No, I'm gonna let this go through. I don't care if he adds a Cyber. Yeah, obviously going for Cyber Network. That I would say Cyber Network is probably the best new card in that structure deck. It is just insane spam ability. Okay, so he's going to be doing more stuff, whatever. Yeah, make that Cyber Dragon. Is he actually going to be able to do anything with this is the question, though. He's going to have a Power Bond. He would have to make Cyber and Dragon for this to be worthwhile, but... otherwise, I'm just going to be able to stall, and he's going to take a lot of damage. So he's going to make a double. This doesn't do trample or anything, so I'm just going to get to use Engineer's effect, and then he's going to take 2800 because of his own card. I wonder if... I've had a couple duels now where people don't really... They haven't really read this to know what it does, which is a huge mistake on their part. Because now I can stall off for 2 turns. Yeah, this attacks twice and has a hefty amount of attack, but doesn't do anything. Secondly, I can Fiendish Chain it if I really need to, and then it won't be able to attack. It'll keep the attack increase, though, because it's not from its own effect, it's from Power Bond. Repair Plan. I'm familiar with most of these, so let's see. This... Okay, it adds a light machine from your deck to your hand, or you can shuffle one from your grave to the deck. Okay. Going for Cyber Elton. This card is so mean. Will he use it, though? He might. Just to get... No. He won't use it. He's using it. Why are you using it? You can't destroy it this turn. Oh, no, wait. This sends to the grave. He has used a lot of resources, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to Fiendish Chain this because it would send this to the grave. I don't want that to happen because this did gain attack from its own attack, or from its own effect, so Fiendish Chain resets it to 0, as you can see, and now I get to run it over. I would like to use Pot of Duplicity, but that would mean I can't attack, and I do want to get rid of this right now. And sadly, he has the... He showed the trap card that he searched, the Coral, whatever it's called. So he's going to be able to get back a whole bunch of monsters, which I'm going to end up using Morphing Jar on, and that should be very beneficial for me. Okay, do I need to send any of these? That's going to be it for this turn. I have one more turn to be able to stall this. I need to. It's going to be a while before he can actually destroy this and get its effect. At this point, I don't even think he should banish anything else, because he already has more than what he needs. And then, once he does manage to get over this, I'm going to be able to use Morphing Jar, and that's going to really hurt him, because the vast majority of cards in this deck, they either come from the extra deck, or they're too high for this to be able to summon. Now, do I want to attack over this? I would take 1800. I'm in a really good spot. I don't have to draw a card, so I'm going to be saving the Pot of Duplicity. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and attack over this. I take 1800, but that's pretty minimal compared to other stuff that I could be summoning. And to play it really safe, I also have a Waboku now. So if he gets rid of this, even with me using the effect, I can still Waboku and I won't take damage. And it looks like he kind of knew that he was at a really horrible disadvantage, because I have so much stall power, so much card advantage. This was still going to be another turn before he could use it, that he wasn't really going to be able to do anything. So anyways, if you enjoyed this duel, please comment, rate, subscribe, and stay brutal.